Hello folks, let's continue our adventures in Eranorth, and today we will be playing with another unlike combination, a Lycanthrope Exorcist. And I say unlike because this combination leaves us with an inherent dark penalty. From the lycanthropic side we have a dark of -3, and dark is a very important aspect on the Exorcist. We also don't have a particular bonus in light, but to counter that we are getting a pretty high slashing damage. This is the starting deck we have, so as you can see there are many light, there are many dark cards like this and this, and this would leave us in a somewhat of a disadvantage. Let's see how it will all work out. We will be playing in normal. I haven't played this particular combination before, so not sure what to expect, and I will increase my slashing cards though, and removing, no, actually I will leave the beams of darkness because they can still drain, and just reduce them to 2 each, and let's see what perks we can have. Frightful Presence wouldn't help us in this particular build, so let's move on and see what happens. We got to transform. We can use only one close strike, unfortunately. Let's use it here. We are left only with the Weaver. We discard all non-primal cards. So it's a good idea for this particular deck to remove the Unwilling Transformation and replace it with a 6th Sense. I will also reduce the close strikes till we get some better cards to fit. By better I mean fit better our situation. Let's continue. Building up on Retribution wouldn't be such a bad idea. So this Sanctified Blade will be essentially killing this forest spider, or at least I hope it will. No, it dealt just 1 damage. You can also train the spiders, they are leaving. You can safely add the consumables that are of like the elixir of adrenaline healing potions, so on, you can move them into stas and fetch them from your stas as needed. Rations, continue. You can carry up to 4 rations, normal. There are perks that can increase that, but are mostly reserved for models. The vanilla experience is to have to 4 rations. Let's try to stun this wolf. We can use the trip attack as we attack him. And it didn't work because actually we did stun him, but we also damaged him too much. Murkiths can't get stunned, so this case. Let's continue, we'll be leveling up hopefully before we are dead. So using meant wounds after you are below half, that's 10, get you 5 additional healing points, which is good, and we can build defend and retribution. So when an enemy dies from retribution damage, any remaining points in the pool go into the second enemy and will deal as much damage as the retribution points, and if there are still no enemies left and the retribution points left here after you change node or start your new turn, they will debuff. It's
level up.
Again the level, that's good. And before moving on, I will be taking the Spectral Hunt in. Even though it's a dark card, it deals envy damage, so it's not much affected by your dark damage dynamic. It will if we add damage to it, but envy itself will work just fine. And I will be removing one Sanctified Blade. Now we can get to boost our dark damage a bit. And by boost I mean setting it to 0. study the grimoire. I will get the XP card. We can have up to 3 allies at this point of our career. Now we can envy kill the Huntress, use the Beam of Darkness to the Zealous Adventurer and also finish up the Gnome. I won't interact with the dog at all. Our character is neutral. So retribution is an excellent way to let the enemies lose health, so you can easily finish them off. She has a high earth resistance.
Oh no!
Okay, that's not going very well. That's better. I will get the Teeth Medallion and the armor and equip them both. This will reduce our action points by 3, so we'll be regenerating 5 per turn. That's quite low. So we should see how can we increase that further. Let's increase our hand by putting a point in intellect. Now a better play here would have been to first summon these and then use the envy card as you are losing life for this particular summon. Remember, when you are triggering the defensive stance, you don't get to trigger the card modifications only when you are crafting a card or using a different ability. So now we will be triggering it. Let's try to teamwork stun to spiders, even better kill them. And we should be safe from the Murkith. Let's continue. Let's increase our vent wounds. They both get their self-retribution. We can heal, we'll also level up soon. And this to deck. Now it's an excellent timing to use this envy card to the boss. Try to stun this one. And I will be using the Veil Blades as well. Build more retribution. And Politica will shield up, unfortunately, but we are also quite well shielded up ourselves.
Level up.
Let's continue. But first we can get Begone to Your Grave for the undead. We can get Binding Circle. Target allies permanents to invoke damage. Very good. And overall we have quite a few cards. So what I like to do in these cases is to approach the thing with a cleared deck. After you remove everything to the stash, you can click this button and clear everything. And we'll be getting like an Enforcer. We'll be getting Veil Bridge, Spectral Hand, Binding Circle, 1, 2 Begone to the Grave, two Tools, and 2 Curse of Lycanthrope. And this is our deck. Let's see how it works. We are now on stage 3. Let's attack with our wolves. Lose some life. Lose envy. The Binding Circle. Okay, at least we know that these two guys will heal, so I won't waste my envy on them. Let's shapeshift him. The way you do that is this Lycan Enforcer has this shapeshift ability, which when you target any Lycanthrope with it, it will replace it with a feral werewolf. But for a higher benefit, it needs to be unexhausted. And it has to be a Lycanthrope, I can't use it on my spirits. So we are not particularly worried about this enemy. We can retribution kill him and study the grimoire. Continue. And now we can forsake this damage synergy and transform our feral werewolf. He has primal slashing. I also have a plus 6 primal synergy. That's a plus 10 plus my slashing damage. We rolled an 11. That's okay.
Hey, you! Stop!
I will use all my hits here. I don't want to take that much damage. And we can continue. Pick the pouch, read the journal. We'll get this light burst. So at this point he will be going away in the next turn, so it's better to shapeshift into a lower feral werewolf rather than lose him completely. And we can get to multicast Begone to the Grave with this primal bonus and the destroy effect. Let's use the Curse of Lycanthropy on here. We get to craft another Lycanthrope. Pick the gold and the commodity. Let's visit the town and I will get the commodity back in. You can also press H to quickly visit your stash and many possibilities, but I want to check the pets and the mercenaries first. Call Spirit, Blessed, Vanish. Mutates into Possession, crafts Malevolent and Repentant Spirit. So this Exorcist have some nice interactions, but he's too expensive. Let's see if we can get him cheaper before the stores close. No, I don't think we can. bring in the
Hey,
Enforcer.
you! Stop!
Let's use this teamwork damage on him. We got the defend as well, and now we have this plus 7 damage. Some feral werewolf. And let's deal with the vampire and attack the skeleton like so. Let's bring in a shapeshift card. Defensive stance benefactor. This means that our retribution is useless, but we can use Begone to the Grave. And didn't check if we have any perks. We have the Apprentice Summoner, which we can be taking, or the Light Magic Training. And from racial perks, Nature Affinity, Supernatural, Heighten Reflexes. Yes, Heighten Reflexes. More action points per turn, perfect. And we can now also get the Apprentice Summoner. So our character starts to become less useless and work much better. The problem is that these have the benefactor defensive stance. Might not up getting any damage at all. So I won't risk it. So use the flank. And when your turn comes, retribution is dispelled, so got wasted, basically. But it's okay. Get the bombs. Continue. Hecate, not to be confused with the goddess, she's just a human. Let's use this multicast card. It won't damage them because they are not undead, but it will deal light damage, and we also get some retribution bonus. We can follow up with our weld. Use this primal damage to Hecate. Benefactor shield. Let's discard this peril. I forgot to sell it.
Hey, you! Stop!
So you can't be really using this card on these guys. They are you can. They are Lycanthropes too. So you could replace them with an improved feral werewolf version, but I will be using it here. Continue. Let's boost our agility. We are at stage 4. Do a rail bridge. Retribution. I'll finish this one. Don't want her to heal. She won't heal, but she has flanks, she has other things to do. It doesn't always feel bad when your retribution gets wasted. Let's get Hal at the moon. And plants. He for example will attack, and the man-eater plant, we don't know what it will do, but we do know that this swamp mushroom will be using its flank, and the zombie horde will also be attacking. So let's move these two, the unknown factors, in the front.
Level up.
We got armor level. So it attacked, but with concealment. This means he didn't do retribution damage, and he flanked us. So we did kill one of them.
Hey, you! Stop!
And we can use our envy card here, as well as the light burst. Someone is knocking on the heaven's door. We got new cards, that's protection from evil, soul gem, unholy spear, and unholy spear is quite powerful if your hit points are low. I will just adding soul gem to my deck. And from perks, I will get the dark magic expertise, which will further boost my non-existent dark damage. So yes, I could invest into slashing, but enemies further down might have high physical resistance. So it's good to have both light and dark at workable levels.
Hey, you! Stop!
But I can actually shape-shift him.
Just lead the way.
And I will also attack this one. She died from our retribution, in case you wonder. We put a feeble mind curse. Let's discard this. Now putting in healing in the Veil Bridge is a very good thing, because we will do our usual Veil Bridge, but without harming ourselves. Of course I have something much better, and I don't really need the healing to begin with. I have this Begone to Your Grave, and both of these are vampires. Not strong enough to kill them, but good enough to harm them. And I haven't defeated here, so I don't know if she's immune to kill or not. But I can
just lead the way.
Use this. No. Kill her with envy. This is an excellent offhand. Also remove the animal instinct. And we will be equipping the cat claws. It's a very good offhand to skip. Of course, enter. Now we did got to amplify our slashing, because the specials of our allies has the exact same element as them, slashing for our feral werewolves. And when you amplify slashing, it will affect these primal slashing abilities. So for example, if I was to get this slashing +1, he now has primal 4 instead of 3, and using his ability increases my slashing damage, and now this has a primal slashing of 3, and even my apprentice blade deals more damage now.
Hey, you! Stop!
Let's use shapeshift. Dispel. That's for dispelling our abilities.
Hey, you! Stop!
So use concealment, no retribution damage for her. It's okay, I will first need to transform him. Deal 6 to 13 damage, it has a blood tribute of unwilling transformation, and if the enemy is shielded, then it removes that shield from them. Pretty brutal. We can start with the heaviest threat, that's the wraith. It can also become incorporeal, which might make things harder for us. So let's put him in the front.
Hey, you! Stop!
So after you get to observe your enemies, you would know what they will do. Like this flank and this blood strike is what these guys will be doing if their hit points are full. Or Lycanthrope. It's okay, I'll let you proceed. Save my life, or Biblios it doesn't do anything smart. It's a count, so. So let's shapeshift, it's a reaction, that's why I'm spending away the damage bonus. And in order to benefit from this teamwork, we need an unexhausted ally. Discard from the figure mind. Okay. Big deal. Let's start with this vampire here. He's a death knight, so he also counts as undead. We can now use the teamwork amplifier. That went to our slashing. Did you see all our primal becoming like what? Let's summon him.
Stop!
Use the level 2 feral for a damage of +8 bonus along with our enemy.
Level up.
Got a new level, and many perks are unlocked now. Let's go check the racial ones. We can become an Omega, +2 agility, primal and synergy primal increased by +1, pretty good. Animal instincts increase our retribution. Conditional rage require 1 less to trigger, okay. Lightning reflexes. So we can get our hand size to 6. Good. That's how we will play it. And preserve these ones here. Let's use a big gun to the grave on these two guys. Increase our slashing. Non-weaknesses, silver blessed and banished.
Hey, you! Stop!
So they both used the secret, which will be harming not only us but also our non-undead allies. This is everyone. So let's finish them off. This is a level 2 ally. I will be using the light card.
Just lead the way.
This one off. And also do that. So now we can play this card and unsummon the spirit to bring in a stronger
Hey, you!
Lycanthrope
Stop!
sorcerer. Refresh your werewolf. No need for him to go away. also get the commodity. He got a very generous amount of 16 retribution. So, let's hope he attacks. He did. And he finally attempts to dispel our effects after. Let's get the Lycan territory. To let us choose and summon like an ally. And let's howl at the moon. We'll use teamwork. But first, why not benefit from as we get amplify slashing.
Hey, you! Stop!
Build revolution, bringing a self-shift. No, first we need to shapeshift. I will have to use my blade to make sure that Moira goes away.
Just lead the way.
And let's continue. We have unlocked corrupt arms. From this side we have unlocked Call of the Moon. Quite interesting to have. Ferocious. So as you can see, the more you progress, the more things you unlock, the more deck building possibilities open to you, and you can experiment with different builds and different ideas. Let's use binding. First I will attack to take advantage of the synergy. Then I will do a binding circle. Use this soul gem as the vessel. No, I won't. I will use this as the vessel. Summon the wave.
A fresh kill.
Primal slash this one. So these other Hraxars, Seers can illusory copy themselves, but she's the lowest level of her kind. But she's not, she can bring another level 4. So let's stop talking with her. Finish her off.
Hey, you! Stop!
And, I will broadcast this card for the defend bonus. At 12 defend. Shift. The feeble mind will start make us lose our cards. So let's use the cards we care about. Let's, she has a counter attack. What you can do is attack her with your allies. And now let her play.
Oh no!
Hey, you! Stop!
When enemies fall below their half hit points, they will lose counter attack. But of course, also when they attack, and whenever you attack them and they use their counter attack. So plenty of ways to deal with it. Discard the commodity. And let's see, it's the copper ore that found its way into our deck. Let's get Lunar Madness. Benefactor's Shield. Attack. Gets the retribution damage despite the shield. Very important.
Hey, you! Stop!
Continue. Now we'll get the XP potion and nothing else. And from here I will get the lost souls and continue. So these are other Hraxars, she can clone herself. Or yes, she can illusory copy. So we better deal with her. And he has the summoning circle, so he can bring in a devil. Both of them are more serious threats than the assassin here. So let's start with here. not enough, but that was the best we could do. So here comes the Devil Eye Oracle. Let's put the newcomers first. Move the commodities away so they won't hinder you. That's a Beryl and a Spinel. We don't have any allies to benefit from the howl of the moon, so let's start build slashing damage first with this. And I will actually finish him. Not the outcome I would want, but let's also end our turn. We are past the hour, so I will just continue here. Visit the town. Many cards. I will go for the summons. Blessed Water is a multicast 3 blessed +7 synergy healing. It will harm undead. Upon draw it will also multicast. It will craft a multicast 3 Holy Radiance. It's not bad. He's also a 12/24. So let's see if we can find him cheaper. And add him to our deck. Young's Replic, Zombie Horde, Dire Wormling, and Desert Lizard, which we haven't fight yet. So, as we say, consider those who haven't fight the most dangerous. Still attacks. Still attacks. Okay, that didn't go very well.
Hey, you! Stop! Hey, you! Stop!
can pick one card from the Lycan territory because we draw it, and upon draw it uses a Lycan territory on us, and I will get the Lycan Praetor, and I will use the shapeshift she drew for us on the other
Level up.
enforcer. So since we are relying so much on our summons, I will be getting the Adept Summoner and also the Bladed Weapons training was about time, if you ask me. But actually I'm quite happy with how the deck works so far. Warlock, if he's like the other one, he might be able to summon demons. So we'll just kill him to make sure he doesn't. And let's summon the Lycan Praetor. They mutate into a feral slash, which is a vampire bane. And our summon limit now is 4. Still 4. So I'll just use this card here. With the radiant light. So we have the flyer, we have this Zriblik we still haven't defeated. Different kind of Zriblik. Let's give it a piece of our mind. And we can replace this one with Lycan Praetor.
Another to test my strength. A fresh kill.
So the Lycan Praetor is unique, actually. That's why we got to open the chest, get these equipments. We can always sell them in the next town. I will skip the node of exploration. You shouldn't really, but since I'm recording a video, Velkadevir, and with our extraordinary slashing abilities, let's try to
Make sure no one gets hurt, okay?
one shot here. Ah, that's blessed. I confused him with the monk. They look a bit alike. Let's fetch some bombs. think I have other trinkets. I have this wolf talisman. And with welcome down, not much to worry.
Hey, you! Stop!
So where are we? We are at stage 6. And we can add the Cold Spirit cards into our deck. This will summon either a Malevolent or a Repentant Spirit. We also have Call of the Moon, as we saw that. Hallowed Ground. Okay. Let's bring in the blood.
The prey appears.
My strength.
Just lead the way.
Monderic Monk, they don't look very alike actually. That was a waste of a good envy, but better deal with them. I will just continue. Stacking primal damage is a very good way to boost your damage.
Hey, you! Stop!
And we can get a shapeshift card. We don't have any perk points. We're waiting till we level up. Build up some retribution. Continue. Now start with the primal. Continue. Our Lycan Enforcer is pretty deadly. Bomb, I will also get this accessory. So we're in the final stage, we can stock up on bombs and use them all in the final boss once we reach there. And also use this flank. He took the retribution damage. Put him in the front. I will use this despite there are no undead, so we can, or even better, I'll actually do this teamwork boost and then use this. Close last here. Continue. And discard this bomb for now. It for the pack.
Hey, you! Stop!
So our Lycan pack is doing some serious damage here. But you should avoid summoning allies when you have. Let's try and get this spirit link. Continue. Oopsie, we have an Infernal Dragon here that will take more light damage. And that's a good news, because we are very good at light damage. So let's use them here. And what I will be doing now is emptying my whole deck. This is a fast way to do that too. And go to my skills, add hallowed ground, that's a light card with multicast all. Protection from evil, That's a good choice. I will get the Binding Circle, I will get the Spectral Hand, and we always useful to have. We'll be getting the Lycan territory. That's it here. We'll be getting Portugal. We'll be getting the Adept Cleric. Add the bombs, we're going to need them. Get Radiant Light. And we'll also get the Begone to your grave. Now, in case you are wondering why he took this much damage, it's because of the silver. We need to add one more card. I will get the Holy Spear. So we have a silver bomb, that's good. And we can also use Envy first, and then the silver bomb.
The prey appears.
Level up.
And that's it, folks. Illegal deck, as if we care at this point. Continue. This was it. We explored 108 areas, we defeated 202 enemies, and we got 70 tokens and 60 Exorcist and Lycanthrope Mastery, which is now brings us to 144 tokens, and we can get to unlock our next race in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be seeing you next time.